Tyler Road and Old Tyler Road. I apologize for being late. I had another meeting, so I hope I'm not saying something that's already been said. I think everyone in the city and surrounding areas know our dilemma. I've been speaking at all the meetings as a mother with 3 boys and at 3 different schools, and even though I make my own schedule, I'm self-employed, it's still going to be impossible for me to be in 3 places at one time, even with the staggering of the buses and of school times and some other options that have been offered. I guess since this is my first time being able to address my concerns to you, and we're talking about the budget of the school board, and you know, I understand that this is their job. You know, they're in charge of this, and obviously somewhere we've had some bumps in the road. Unfortunately for us as citizens, we don't have the option of voting them out. We ask you to hold the people that you appointed accountable. They report to you, and you guys report to us, the citizens. So I come here to say, if they aren't able to do the budget, if they aren't able to stay within the confines of what their budget numbers are supposed to be, then perhaps you might need to consider replacing them with some other people, versus us as parents bearing the burden and the responsibility of them being inept or them being unable to do their jobs. Because we as parents won't be able to do our jobs. I won't be able to do what I need to do if I'm worried about how my boys are going to get to school or how they're going to be getting from school every day while I try and make a living as a divorced single mom. So I'm imploring to you to talk to the people that you appointed and help us get this straightened out so Hoover can go back to being the place that I know I moved here for the education system, and I've been very pleased to be here. So I'm going to ask you to ask your folks that you appointed to do your jobs for us as parents and as citizens in Hoover. So thank you for your time, and I hope that we can get this issue resolved.
Thank you very much. But you did say one incorrect thing. Once we appoint them as board members, they are a totally independent board. They are not required to report to us, nor do they normally report to us before they make any decisions. Now, does that mean that we don't talk to them? Of course not. We talk to them. But they don't report to us. They have no obligation or responsibility to report to us or consult with us prior to making any decisions that they may make over there at the board.
And how long are their terms?
5 years, staggered terms.
So is there anything so that in the future, is there anything that can be done to ensure that there is a way, if they are not governing themselves according to what the citizens and the best needs of Hoover, there's no recourse?
Not unless the state law changes. Right now, the state law does not, in fact, they prohibit us from trying to influence any of their decisions.
But the legislature could maybe do a bill.
Possibly, yes. Yeah. But as it is right now, they have no obligation to us. And if we tried to say, I mean, like I said, please don't get the understanding that we don't discuss, you know, things in a free manner, in a cooperative manner. But for us to try to influence their vote on that independent board is a felony under the state law.
Okay.
As elected officials. But that doesn't mean that the mayor and council members can't work together in meetings and discussions and everything else to try to come to some resolution, no matter what the issue is.
Right.
This is just one issue.
But you do understand our frustration,
Oh,
because
I
you're basically saying
understand.
there's nothing that can be done to these people.
I understand that, but that's the way it's struck. It's not just in Hoover. That's the way the things. When you have an independent board, a board of education as they are, they're responsible for their entire budget and what they do, what the classroom sizes. We don't have anything.
So is it possible that maybe we need to have an elected board? Or, I mean, that's another conversation for another day, but
probably another conversation for another day. But, you know, we serve approximately 85,000 people with our jobs. They serve 13,000 students. So we've got our hands full, they've got their hands full. But we have different responsibilities and different obligations, but under the state law, they do not report to us, as you suggested. And I just wanted to clear that up.
If I could interject, they are responsible to the State Board of Education.
Oh, okay.
No?
No.
According to Stephanie Bell, they are not.
And how did the city of Birmingham get taken over?
I talked to Stephanie Bell, Friday night, they are not. She
Is
said, we
she,
cannot tell them.
is she the liaison?
She's the district, whatever this district is, she's the state board.
And you're the AA rep?
No, sir.
No? Okay. I'll favor each other.
You know what, it sounds like we need, us parents need to do our homework and just, get some accountability in check and just find out what we can do to prevent this from happening in the future. And again, I come to you and ask your assistance in whatever it is you can do within the law to help us, our parents, us as children, us as parents and our children get an education and us be able to make a living.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure, thank you.
Any other